Hello guys, welcome back here. Welcome on my channel. If you are here for the first time, here we do content about nutrition and lifestyle. My name is Ken and I am a certified nutritionist. So if you are watching me for the first time, kindly consider hitting the subscribe button. And for my returning subscribers, thanks a lot for your support. And on our today's episode, we are going to discuss about hard stools in babies, something very very common that every mother has endured, and most of you mothers wonder why your baby is having hard stools. So on our today's episode, I want to discuss about what can cause hard stools in babies, and one of the things is formula feeding. Now, cow's milk based formula feeding is one cause of these hard stools in babies. So mwenye haelewi what formula feeds are, ni ile maziwa unaolea mtoto juu unasema umekosa maziwa, inaitwa NAN, or maybe the pre-NAN for the premature and low birth weight babies. So hiyo NAN ndio inaitwa formula feeds. Now formula feeding can cause bloating and even constipation in your babies. So for a baby who is below 6 months, and due to maybe like an emergency or due to certain circumstances, your healthcare provider or your nutritionist has told you that here we are forced to use the formula feeds. Just know that if you're doing the formula feeds for a long time, and maybe you'll be away from home for a long time, that baby will be forced to drink water, but under a nutritionist calculation. So formula feeds, especially the cow's milk based formula feeds, can cause hard stools in babies. The next one is about dehydration or inadequate fluid intake. You have to be rehydrated. You have to be hydrated so that your stool may not have, or maybe you'll not be able to experience constipation. If a baby starts to feed and then you're not giving enough water, this baby of course will constipate. But if you give enough water, and for these babies we don't have like measurements for when it comes to water, you just give plenty of water, sips of water in between the meals and after meals. So if your baby is dehydrated or that baby is having inadequate fluid intake, this baby will have hard stools. And for those mothers who are just, for those mothers who are doing exclusive breastfeeding and you are not hydrating yourself, you are not drinking enough water, that is 2 to 2.5 liters in a day. Remember, what you are taking in is what is going to your baby. So if you don't take enough water, that means eventually your baby is not having adequate fluid intake. So if you are doing exclusive breastfeeding or your baby is below 6 months, you have to be well hydrated so that also when the baby breastfeeds, becomes well hydrated, so that we may avoid these hard stools in babies. The other thing is about dietary changes, or we can say introduction to new foods. So after a baby is weaned, during that introduction of foods or the weaning part, this baby starts to experience some bloating and constipation due to the introduction of these new foods. Kabla huyu mtoto azoea kudigest these foods, ndio we introduce foods because the digestive system of that baby is now fully developed. But before this baby gets used to these foods, it is easy for them to get hard stools, and that is also another reason for the hard stools: dietary changes or introduction of new foods. The other thing, and the last point I'll discuss, is about sensitivity to certain foods. For example, sensitivity to certain foods that the mother is consuming. So for example, we have if the mother is consuming something like soy or nuts or even cow's milk based products, that baby can get hard stools because during digestion it will not be easy for them if the mother is consuming cow's milk based products, or even the proteins like soy and nuts, you may find that your baby is experiencing hardened stool because of that. So sensitivity to certain foods like the cow's milk based products and also the soy, nuts and stuff can influence hard stools in babies. So it is very, very important for you as a mother, if your baby is below 6 months, kindly take a lot of water, be hydrated, so that your baby can will not experience the hard stools we are talking about. So I hope you've learned something today, and if this video has been of help to you, why can't you just forward it to a friend and tell them kindly to consider subscribing to the channel, so that they can get informed anytime, any day. Thanks a lot for watching this video until the end. Make sure you leave a comment on the comment section below. Let's meet in the next episode.